I just might be in your hood.
Fuck out of here, man. You dumbass niggas. You niggas is silly out here trying to look cute and shit, man.
I
Don't
just
play,
might
man.
be
This shit's
in
serious,
your
bro. Niggas wanna come and talk to me about all this dumb shit. Nigga ain't trying to...
Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Little fella checking in, man. Just getting up. About to get my day started here in a second. Had a cool night down here in Laredo. About to grab me something to eat and then get on this road. We got a long trip today. And we're off. Yeah, boy. Got me something good to eat. Out here at this Flying J Denny's. And trying to get on this road, man. Get out of Mexico. Talk a little bit, man, about how they pay. So, coming in the dark now, and when I say now, I'm talking September, or my bad, sorry, October of 2017 is how they pay now. And they start you off at $1.02, I believe. It's either $1 or $1.02 for over-the-road drivers. And that's not including fuel surcharge or any of that stuff. Now, with fuel surcharge, you could be making about $1.19 almost. Currently, right now, as of this week. And then if you do any loads over 42,000 pounds, they pay an additional 4 cents a mile. And they also pay an additional 5 cents a mile if it's hazmat. So if you come over here, I mean, hazmat ain't a big deal. I've pulled hazmat, I think, at least 10 times this year alone. So it's a good thing to have because hazmats are usually light. I mean, the heaviest hazmat load I've hauled here is probably about 30,000 pounds. So just know you pick up a hazmat load, you know you set, because they ain't gonna put that much in there. So one of the best things, if not the best thing I like about Dart, is that after each load you do, you have the option of settle your load. Now, if you ever rode behind a Dart trailer, it says around the back of the trailer, it says settlements when I want. And to me, my opinion, that's probably the truest thing they put on the advertisement so far. Is you can't get it when you want, because let's say I did 500 miles a day on a weekday and I delivered the load, the part of my stop, and I want an instant settlement. Well, it'll give you the options of whether if you wanted to settle right now or you wanted to hold on in your bank, which you get like a little bank per se of load. So you can really wait a whole month to settle your check if you want to. You can pay once a month if you want to. Or you can pay twice a week, you know, every other week, every 3 weeks, throw off your wives or whatever, so they don't know what your pay period is or whatever, every day, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the coolest things. Me personally, I settle after each load. And the reason why I settle after each load is I want to know how much each load is worth. So if I ever happen to see that load pop up again, which you will with Dart, you'll do some of the same customers, the same routes. You know, if you got to do something extra on that run or whatever the case is, then at least you know what it's paying exactly, where you need to fill at, you know, how fast you'll go, stuff like that. So that kind of comes in handy. Me personally, when I was doing lease purchase, I wasn't settling after every trip. I was settling once a week. And when I go home for the lease purchase, they was charging me like $72 a day. the last load I take home, I don't settle. You know what I'm saying? I let that sit in the bank because while I'm home, when I come back out and do my first run, I want to be in the black. I don't want to be in the red. So that's why I do that. And that worked out for me just fine. So kind of keep that in mind, people. What is this right here, man? Freeway closed ahead. Inspection station 1 mile. I don't know about all that. We gotta go do something, boy. You try to come back into America? Haha. You try to come back in America? Shoot. Looks like they're yanking everybody off the damn freeway. Like, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Inspection station, half a mile. They got cones on the freeway? They sure hell do, man. I should go right through these damn cones, man. Map all these Jones over. See what they gonna do about that. You don't have to comment below. Oh man, what's this about, man? This look real heavy over here. Man, you come out of Mexico and America, man, you gonna have to go through this joint right here. I don't think there's no around it. They got a side for cars and a side for trucks. Wow. Damn, everybody gotta get it. Well, y'all gonna witness here firsthand what this is like. What does it say? The Laredo Sector Texas Hold'em Initiative. Smuggle aliens, smuggle drugs, lose your CDL for life. Don't become a number. Total CDL revoked 620? Damn! 620? Is that just this year or is that like a lifetime? Wow, 620. Boy. I wonder if they just revoke it or they gotta go to jail or do some time or pay a fine or there's a company. That's probably the biggest CSA point right there. Ain't probably no bigger CSA points than that. Border Patrol. Hey man, if y'all know about Border Patrol, boy, I'll fuck with DOT before I fuck with Border Patrol. I'ma say it just like that. You ain't even gotta worry about that. But you're gonna see firsthand what's going on here, what they do, what they talking about, what they looking like. But the funny thing is that at Border Patrol, man, they got the Mexicans down here doing the Border Patrol. Yeah. Alright. Oh, that's it? I guess all they asked me is a U.S. citizen. But they got trucks over here off to the side. It looked like they're doing like an inspection on them. So maybe at random, if they have a reason to, I don't know if it's random or if they have a reason to, slide you to the side real quick. They got Prime over there. Prime don't do anything wrong, man. They slow driving asses. What is this? Now hiring CBP officers, Border Patrol agents, Air and Marine agents. Wow. So yeah, I don't know what it takes to get inspected, but they look like they're on chill mode over here. So I don't know how heavy they are. I guess I gotta be, I don't know, look like I'm from Mexico or something. They probably get suspect. I don't know at all. But yeah, let's get further down this highway, man. That was a little, they was the peed me a little bit, man. They could have just let me wave out the window and pass by at highway speeds instead of pulling in that zone. Oh yeah, man. Day and night, man. Day and night of riding. Finally stopped here in NOLA. I had to sit here for about 40 minutes because this truck stop over here by the Petro pilot. You know, the Petro pisses me off because they have about 50 spots, if not a little more than that, blocked for reserved parking. That's such a gimmick because it's pretty much catering to the drivers that get there before like 8 o'clock. I mean, mind it, it's the weekend. But before 8 o'clock, you get there after 8 o'clock, you're going to have to pay $14 for a spot. It's just ridiculous. And they got little security guards and little people on golf cart riding around, you know, running up on people that's not in the parking spot. Or if you just like back into a reserved parking spot, they run up on you in like 5 seconds. Hey, you gonna pay for parking? Like, man, you better go the fuck somewhere, man. So I came across the street to the Pilot. There's no spots over here either, but usually what happens is there's no spots and there's nobody they're gonna pull out. The next thing I do is I start seeing who's in their driver's seat. It's kind of like how I am. If you're sitting in the driver's seat and I'm passing by you, the first thing I'm gonna do is ask you if you're leaving soon, because usually when people park in this time of night, you're either asleep or you're doing something like eating or getting ready to, you know, you just park like me, or getting ready to leave out. So I usually put my best gamble on people leaving out. So luckily I came across this JCT driver, which is still sitting in the field aisle. Since, you know, he told me about 45 minutes, he actually pulled out in about 30 minutes once he saw me sitting there for so long. And now he's sitting where I was sitting and I'm sitting where he's sitting. So appreciate it, man. You know, truckers are looking for each other, man. If you know somebody's waiting to park into a spot, you know, we've been driving all day, we're tired. You know you're about to start driving within the next 15, 20 minutes. Do us a favor, man. Pull out the spot, man. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? There's people that really be riding all day, don't know what kind of day they had, and they need to park. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you go to like that Petro across the street, and you sit in the field aisle, man, they'll run up on your ass. Hey, you can't park in the field aisle. You either got to be filling or, you know, fuck on somewhere. I worked 11 hours straight. You know, 14 hours straight even. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I can't park somewhere. My fucking truck's in neutral, bitch. I ain't parked no damn where. But anyways, got that out of my chest. So, the best places to get hired out of for Dart has to be anywhere but Florida. But all seriousness, I'm gonna say the terminals are really the best places to get hired out. You near a terminal. So I would say Dallas, Minneapolis, Dayton, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, and Atlanta, Georgia. Those are the 5 best places to get hired out of. If you're anywhere in that inner circle of those I just named, you're good. So places like St. Louis are really good places. And if you're in the Carolinas, North Carolina, South Carolina, you're good as well. So those are generally the best areas to get hired out of coming here. Now, if you're like in Pennsylvania, Florida, or like somewhere kind of funky like Mobile, Alabama or something like that, good luck. Good luck. These places really cater to, you know, the areas I just named. So good luck if you're thinking about coming to Dart. I mean, I have a lot of good and bad with it. I wish everybody the best experience with any place they choose to put their time, their life, their money, their trust into anybody they work for. You know what I'm saying? Because this trucking thing is so fragile. You can get the smallest mistake and it have the biggest impact. And it outweighs anything that you did that was actually good. Make it look like nothing. So I'm saying that to say something in the future video if it comes to that. So I'm going to revert back to this. But other than that, y'all, there's a Hurricane Nate coming. So I'm about to chill out here until it passes through. And I'm going to leave it like that. So thanks for tuning in. Like, comment below. And I'll definitely respond. So thanks for watching, little fella. Check it out.